Can you see my screen, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thanks for the confirmation. Until unless I ask, please keep on keep on mute because so that it will be disturb to others as well. So I will take up your queries on last 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Thanks for joining the session. So initially, I just wanted to tell you one thing. The session is not like outside of the sessions, like people will give 1 or 2 days their demo is effective way. Then after that, they will ask you to pay the money. Then the next classes are that is not much depth and not that much teaching level methodology also. So they will go like very fast and they will complete within a month like that. So many people I received from other institutions saying about the same feedback. So my session is it's a it's a completely real time practical training session. In the practical training session, in the sense you will get in class itself, I used to interact with the database, I used to execute the queries, and I used to show you the output, and we used to take some real time scenarios to discuss in the class, as well as you used to get the daily assignments about the real time scenarios. Okay, so it's a fully practically first today's session alone. The introduction part it's a not practical because we used to the people some people may join from non-technical background. So I wanted to make sure if they are not aware of any outs, if they are not know about the IT, if they are not aware about the software industry, if they are not if they are in technique, if they are not technical in their their education is not background of software related, so they also should be understand everything. That's the reason it is designed from the basic, like spoon feeding. What is database, what is data, what is information, there it will start, and it will be it will be go to the expert level, from basic to expert level. So the SQL duration is 40 days, 35 to 40 days, and PL is 35 days. Total, it will take 2 months, 10 days to 15 days. But as I said, PL you can join when we start the another batch. So I don't allow you to join till you complete the your functions. Like I will show you the topics. From there you can join. Parallelly, you can join both. That's not to worry. But initially you have to complete your all like your all basic part, then only you can understand the PL concepts. So myself, my full name is Venkateswarlu, but people will call Venki or Venkat. That's based on your way of speaking. That's up to you. So the first today, why we have designed first 5 days our sessions are free. As I said, the reason that outside they are taking 1 or 2 hours to effectively. The next day sessions are they are not taking. They are not giving after paying your money. They are not taking good way, and they are not telling about the subjects and all. Everything is the not proper way. That is the reason I don't. After 2 days, you may not interested about my teaching methodology, and you may not understand the technology or something else. So I don't want to take those type of disparity in the people. So that's the reason I designed like first 5 day sessions are free. So you can join first 5 days for free. Then later you can decide. Then later you can decide whether either you are whether you are okay with my teaching methodology, whether you are okay with the subject which I am discussing in the class, and whether you are okay with my depth of the subject. Based on that, you can decide about the enrollment. Till that you can join freely. Some batches I used to give 7 days free, so I may extend 5 to 7 days based on the completion of the topics. So I will get in my mind, right, like this much topics I need to cover. So after that, I will let you know the which is the last day of the free session. So that's up to you whether you need to enroll or not. Based on your interest, you can enroll. But there is no restriction that you don't need to join the free sessions if you are not interested to join the training. So there is no restriction till free sessions you can join. Then after that you can decide whether you need to enroll or not. Okay. Next, moving to the next session. Sorry, next slide. So first of all, you should know about me. When you are joining the session, you should know about me. So I'm having overall 9+ years of experience in SQL and PLSQL, as well as I'm having the Tableau side experience as well. So currently, I'm working as a technical lead. India's one of the top most MNC. So it is outside, right? Like I should not disclose my company name. If you want to know, you can ask me personally, either WhatsApp or either call. So I'm ready to disclose with you. So in previously, just 4 months back, I have changed another company. So previously, I was worked in HCL Technologies. So I have trained many resources inside the organization during the internship of their process, and outside I have trained 10+ batches as well. So right, the people will come freshers background and the organization will train them, right? So I am the trainer in my organization, one of the trainer to take care of RQL, SQL, and PLSQL. I have trained many resources, and outside I have done around 10+ batches. Next, so you wanted to know what you are going to get about this training, and you wanted to know what and all will discuss during this training. You should know about this. So first of all, the key highlights of this training. So in outside, if you go like Amirpet or some other institutions, they are the teachers. I mean trainers. They are the not like working employees. So if you get the training from them, they may give the subject, but they doesn't know what is the reality and what is the complexity in the real time, and they doesn't know what are the scenarios which you faced. Complex scenarios when you are going to the like in working perspective. So but in our training, I am the real time employee who is working in IT industry based on this technology. So you will get like what are the scenarios which you are facing, what are the complexity I'm facing in my experience, what and all based on my experience, how what is the difficult scenarios which I faced, and how I need to train the people to overcome this problem. Like that, the training is designed. So you will get the experienced real-time employee for this training. So the training is from basic to expert level. Who doesn't know anything about the RKL, SQL, and PLSQL, and who are not from software industry side background, and who are not software like MPCS computers background. So like that it is designed. So from basic to expect level you will get the training. So next, live sessions and recording sessions. So you can join the live session, as well as if you are not able to join due to some personal reason or due to your shift timings, the people, some people are working in shifts, so they can't able to join. Even my previous batches also like that, they used to go with the recorded sessions, and they used to reach me for the doubts. So that's up to you whether you need to continue the live sessions or you need to go through the recorded sessions and get back to me with your doubts. So you will get recorded session of the every day for the every session. If you are not able to join the session, you can go through the recorded sessions. So that is lifetime access. Next, real time examples. So, as I said, whatever during my experience which I faced, so we will discuss everything. Based on the real time examples, I will show you the what are the real time tables. If you take in like real time perspective in outside whatever the software they provide, it is a like only three or four tables. The for software when you installed the Oracle company is providing, but I will show you the real time tables how it would be and what is the relationship between the tables. So entity relationship diagram also we will discuss, and so that you will get the clear understanding like when you move into the real time employee, so you no need to worry. So because we are discussing everything here itself. Next, daily assignment. So whatever we are discussing in the during the session, so you will get the daily assignments, and those assignments will be discussed in weekend session. So I used to take the every week Saturday session, but if the people are not willing to join on Saturday Sunday, that's up to you guys. Once you join the enrollment, then we will decide on that part. But this weekend, Saturday Sunday also I will take, because the continuous 5 days or 7 days, the free sessions I will take continuously. Then I will give 1 day off for the enrollment. Next, weekly QA session on the assignments. So as I said, Saturday is to take for every batch. If the people are not willing, that's okay. We can drop off if you are okay. So why I'm whatever the daily assignments which we have given, we will discuss on the weekends, not in next day session. Because if you discuss next day session, the topic may not complete. So that's the reason next topic will be disturbed. So all the assignments which we are given for that whole week, we will discuss on the weekend. Next, our Arkel software with lifetime access. So I will provide you the once you enroll, I will provide you the Arkel 12C software. So right now in uh, industry and real time they are using 11G, and they are trying to upgrade in 12C. So we will discuss about the 11 12C new features as well. So you will get the 12C software, and you will be indicated how you will be guided how you need to install the software in your mission. Next, write basic to complex queries. So I can say my responsibility that I am sure that I will give guarantee on that. You have to do whatever you have to practice. You have to listen. Whatever we are discussing in the session, you have to put your efforts, and you have to practice 1 or 2 hours on the daily, and you have to practice, try to resolve our assignments. After the completion of training, definitely you can able to write some basic to complex scenarios your own way. I am assured on that, so I will provide you guarantee on that. But thing is, you have to practice on daily, and you have to work on our assignments. Next, 100% practical lessons, live sessions. So I can say this is an art of like this is not like other trainings, like they will tell in Mirpaid or something else other trainings. They will tell you what is what, and they will give simple definition for everything. They doesn't give the practically about the complex queries how to return everything. So they doesn't discuss. They will give just what is the what is definition, just to give sample, one example. Not like that. It's a fully practical session. We will execute the scenarios. We will show you different way. If you execute this way, if you execute another way, what will happen, differences we will explain you, and we will take your queries in the class. And if you are not able to understand that method, we will explain you another method. So fully practical. Every day we will deal with the database. The whatever you are getting one word about one word in my mouth. So that will be discussed in the session with the practical example. Okay. So next is real-time interview questions. So I have taken many interviews in my organization. So I know still I am taking. I know what type of question they will ask, what type of questions you need to know. So when we are discussing one topic, so what is the interview question? So if it is interview question, that I used to stretch more about the topic, I used to tell this is the interview question. So it's very very important. So those things, all interview questions will be provided for each topic when we are discussing the class itself, and we need to provide the like answers for that, like how do you need to explain the interviewer, what they will explain, what they expect from you. So everyone tell the definitions, but something should be unique from your end, right? So if you ask like other people, if you both some, for example, let us take one two people went the for interview, excuse me, and you have the both people performed, I mean attend the interview, they have the theoretical knowledge within that. So everyone tell what is the difference between delete and truncate, they will tell everyone, but there is a some specific points which you explain. So if you explain those points, definitely interviewer will impress and he will take you, because that is the real time employees knows those things. Everyone tell it will be delete, it will be auto delete, it will be delete whole rows. Here we can delete only particular rows, but there is a high watermark which will be created on the database level. So when you use the truncate, it will be delete that higher watermark, and it will be create whatever the data is available in the disk. There it will create another one, so that no one will explain. So if you explain those type of statements, definitely interviewer will take it, because he will understand that okay, this guy is having more depth on the how the data is storing in the database, and the database architecture level he is explaining. So he is having the knowledge on database architecture also. So based on that point itself, he can understand. Okay, next, 1 second please. చెప్పమా, నేను సెషన్లో ఉండా, చెప్పు. బాగుంది, నేను క్లాస్లో ఉండా, తర్వాత మాట్లాడతా. క్లాస్ చెప్తున్నా. కొద్దిగా పర్లేదు, బాగానే ఉంది, చేస్తాను నేను. సారీ గైస్, ఐ గాట్ సమ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్గా. Okay, so this is not like, see, some people will come from me with their lump sum experience, if they are not having like some education gaps. So we will provide the resumes, and we will provide the support on the resume preparation, on interview prospect, how do you need to upload the resumes in, how do you need to explain the interview about yourself, how do you need to explain the project related, those all things will be discussed in the session itself. But after the completion of training, my support will be there until you get the job, like how do you need to approach, like how do you need to apply the jobs, and how to upload the resume, how do you need to update the resume, how, like there are some referrals also will be there. I will give you the referral links where you need to upload the resume, to whom you need to contact, everything. We have some contacts as well with the consultancies, so we will forward your resumes to them. They can process their profiles as well. So till you get the job, that's my responsibility. Till you place the job, that's my responsibility. Um, like to make everyone to get the job who and all is not having the jobs right now. So you can, what you are going to get from this training, so you can easily show your experience 3 years or 4 years, and you can easily crack your interview. But I can say up to 4 plus years you can usually crack the interview. But beyond that, if you put 5 plus, it may difficult for you, because they expect in lead level, so you need to take care of the lead activities as well. So better to go with 3 plus or 4 years of experience, so you can easily crack the interview, even though if you put 3 plus or 4 plus years of experience. if you are showing 3 plus or 4 years of experience, if you are having education gap, easily you can crack the interview. That much like practical knowledge we are going to share in the this training. Next, project explanation. So we will take one project, then we will explain you through that project, how you will get the requirement, how you need to proceed after you get the requirement, and what is the steps involved on that, like how the code will move to the dev to SIT UAT, UAT to production. So what is your roles and responsibilities in the project once you place in the any organization? How do you what is your approach once you get the requirement? Those all things will be explained in the after the completion of training. Next, first of all, before going to the database tables, these all the things, queries, everyone knows that. So what is database? Why database is required? Any answers? Why database is required, guys?
Database is to store the information electronically in the computer
Yeah, why do we need to store?
for future purpose, future reference purpose.
Very good.
For secure purpose.
Yeah, okay. Let me explain. We are in the database world now. We are in the database world. Without the database, nothing will be there. Let's take your lifestyle itself. Every movement in a person is captured. Every movement in your life, it is captured. If you go outside, outside, there will be some CC cameras which needs to be captured the movement of the public. What that is capturing? Your images, your videos. Why they are capturing? For the security of the public people. So that should be stored somewhere, right? When we are talking about the security, that should be stored somewhere. If something is happened, so we should have check on that video or image, what is happened for the investigation. So if you see many cases in every city, so what police is first approach? They will go through the CC cameras, then their devices, mobiles and all, then they call list, like that. So their video of the and photo pics and videos are storing. So previously, why database is introduced? Before the database, how the any industry, if you take SBI project, SBI banking perspective, how the data is storing? If you take it, they used to maintain some ruled books. They used to write manually before 1970, before 1960, 1970. Some school rule books will be there, right? There they used to maintain. Then they used to maintain some comma separated, like your ID, your account number is 12345. Your name is something else, some king. So your by the time we doesn't have any phone numbers, right? So your address is some so and so, some street. So if you are maintaining, this is called a flat file. If you are maintaining flat files, what is the difficulty means? For example, so you the customers we have right now is the 200. So the day by day it will be increased, right? Day by day it will be increased. So when it is increased, for example, the customer is came to you and he has to withdraw that amount, which is having that account is the in customer is having the account in balance is some 40,000. He want to withdraw 10,000. So you have around here, this is called one record or one row. One record or one row. Okay. So is that's very difficult, right? That's will very difficult to trace. That very difficult to trace. I mean to search, uh, like to search where is that. For example, so and so name is came. Some Venky. Venky went to the bank and he wanted to withdraw 5,000 from the account. So there are the 20,000 customers. We are maintaining the flat files like the 20 rows, 20,000 rows. We are maintaining like this. So is it relevant to search? Is it relevant to search manually? 20,000 records. Can we able to search manually?
No, it will difficult.
It's very difficult, right, to find the user. So that's the reason, and that is one reason. Next reason is next reason is, for example, um, if you take this one, see, this is one sales table. This is the order ID. When they are ordered, see if you take it, assume that is a Flipkart. Order ID, order name, shipment date, and shipment mode, and customer ID. So if you see, observe, these many orders are coming on daily basis for the Flipkart. Around how many records are there? If you see data, 9,995 records are there, right? The if you are maintaining manually, if you are maintaining your data like data is like order date everything manually. Now I need to sit one by one here. What is this their status? I need to update. So what is the product they have ordered, how many quantity they have ordered. So if you see here, based on the id, order id, we will ship it. Order id, is it somebody's? This is, for example, we have taken, this is the June month order ids, the whole June months, this many order. So we have sent the orders to them, we have shipped them from our side. But some people, one or two members, they haven't received the ship courier. So they contacted to through your customer care or something else by saying the order id. So is it relevant to search that order ID in manually, and what is the status of that order ID, to whom, whether the contact person is the right person or not? We have to validate, right? Some people right now, others are calling, they are telling we ordered, we didn't receive the product. So that will be also taken care from your side. So is it difficult? So and so is taken, my order ID is 115756. He is ordered on 2013-9/6. So his product is something else, something. His product is some office ST 1000. Some furniture or office supplies is ordered. So is it relevant to check manually these many records, and you need to check the status of that order ID? It's very difficult, no? So on certain times, for example, day by day, the order ids will be increased. If you take, for example, for 1 month you are getting 9,905 five records, five orders for 1 month. If you assume that for a year they may get lakhs of records. If you are not having the database, do you do you check manually what is the order id, when they are ordered, what is the issue with that? Sometimes, for example, after 1 year, one customer will reach them, we need the invoice for them, because they missed their invoice when you sent within the after deliver their product, you send the invoice to their address, right, like their Gmail id. So they might have missed that, they will contact you, and they need the invoice again after 1 year. You are having 1 lakh records. Is it possible to check manually their order id, and when they ordered, when they shipped, what is the product, what is the amount, what is the address of that, and to create to generate the invoice. To manually, is it possible to check 1 lakh records? Is it possible, guys?
No, sir, it is difficult.
It's very difficult, no? So for 1 year itself, if it's very difficult, for long, if you take SBI, that maybe SBI has SBI project is, I mean, SBI bank is initiated first bank in our India. It is, I think, 19 for after our independent, they put some SBI branch. It's around 2000, I mean, 1950s or 1947, after 1948 or 1950s, the bank is. From there onwards, now I can say in every home, at least one SB project, SB account is there. For every, if you take every in your, like for example, if you go your family, so at least your father or your mother will have one, the SBI account. Every student who are studying, they must need the zero balance account when they are studying, to get the fees reimbursements and all. For the why we will choose the SBI means that is the zero balance account. If you go to the HDFC or ICICI, you must have to maintain 5,000 or 10,000. So the easily way to contact and get the free account is the SBI. So definitely I can say every home at least one SBI account holder is there. If you take all over around 160 or 130 crores of public people, if you assume that how many accounts they will have in the SBI, if they are maintaining these flat files like the data, is it possible to them? So for example, now this is the data, so everyone is having the access. So some people mistakenly, by mistake, what they have done, they have deleted the file. They have deleted the file. What will happen if they delete the file? I have deleted this file. Whole data will be lost, right? See, now I have deleted. So you should not lose your data for the customers. See, if you take SBI, they are having the accounts. We should track their account name, their address, their phone numbers. Everything should be captured along with their transactions. If you lose flat file, whatever the file, so if somebody's customer came, my account is having 50,000 balance, how do you check it? If you are not having the database, if you are maintaining the flat files, whether the customer is real customer to the bank, or he is the fake guy, or whether the guy is having the balance or not in the 50,000 or not. If he is having really, then we have to, if how much amount he has to withdraw, you have to provide that amount. You have to reduce that amount. For example, he has withdrawn 10,000, so you have to 10,000 you have to remove, and 40,000 you have to replace it. So if you are maintaining like these flat files, if you remove that file, so all data will be lost, right? So somebody will come, they are having 1 lakh. How do you assume that whether they are whether they are having 1 lakh balance or not? So it's very difficult, right? So that's the reason, to maintain flat files, there are some disadvantage. We may lost the data. We may not able to maintain in certain period of time when the transactions are becoming more, and when the account holders are becoming old. And one more thing, everyone can access that file. Whoever are the employees for the branch, they can modify. For example, their family relatives are having the bank account. They are having 1 lakh in the account. So what, he is having some soft corner to their family. He will modify, if he is having access, he will modify that 1 lakh to some 5 lakh. So there is no security. There is no, I mean, there is no guarantee for the data, and there is no, we can't able to maintain the data in certain period of time. So there will be a duplicate data. If you are maintaining, same people will come again, we are maintaining one more record for them. So to avoid this all the things, so in 19, this database introduced to maintain all these things, to overcome to the security perspective, to maintain the data, huge data, and to interact. If you want to interact the database, you can easily you have to easily identify the customer when they come to the branch. So to avoid this, when you maintain the flat files, we are having this many complications. To avoid this all the things, database has been introduced. What is data? What is data, guys? Everything or anything considered as a data, either a image, either a your school's mark list or data, either a insurance related data, either the banking sector data, either a videos, or either the image, or everything that will be considered as data. Anything which is understandable by the human, or sorry, anything which is understandable by the system is called as a data. Anything which is data, anything which is understandable by the human is called as a information. Human can understand the information, but human does not understand the what is data. Let's see, I will show you. You no need to worry about these comments, we can see from tomorrow onwards. Okay, for example, I am taking one table. Okay, by seeing this, can you understand anything? What is this 1001? What is this Venky? What is this president? What is this 7839? What is this date? What is this some 5000 or numeric values? Why these people are not having anything here? What is this 1020? These things. Can you understand by seeing this data? Can you understand, guys, by seeing this data?
No, no, sir.
No, right? So that anything which is understandable by the human is called as a information. Now when you see like this, now you can understand, right? What is this 1001 or 7839? This indicates these are the employee numbers, emp number. By seeing these things, what is this Venki? Is the employee name. These all are the job. These all are the MGR. These all are the hire date. This is the salary amount. So now we can understand, right, by seeing this format. When we can understand, after adding this all fields, now we are able to understand it. So this is called metadata. Data about the data is called metadata. So this is called information. Total is called metadata plus data is called information. We will discuss about again these things. So this is called table. So now we can understand by seeing this. So this is called information. So anything which is understandable by the system is called data. Anything which is understandable by the human is called information. So another definitions are there, we can discuss. So anything or everything can be considered as data. Any information or facts can be considered as data. Let's assume that what is data. Take a insurance company. So what insurance company has to do? When you taken any policy, they have to store your name, your address, your nominee details. If something is happened to you, they have to deliver their amount to the nominee. Your date of birth details, your phone number, your first name, last name, your father name, your nominee, everything. So they should store your details, right? When you have taken any insurance, they should store or not?
Yes, absolutely they store.
They should store. What is the data? The customer data, right? Customer should store their data. So they have to track their customer details. Even though they are having some employees who has to be taken care, all these customer related, all their products related employees, what they have to do? They have to their explain their products to the customers, and they have to handle the customers when they visit the branch, everything. So they should store their employee details also, right? To give the access to their database, the employees has to be work in their organization. So they should store their employees details, their customer details, their products. So someday their new products will come, their older products will come. All products data will be has to be stored. Even their address can be stored, can be data. So all these details, employee details, customer details, product details, everything considered as a data. Not only insurance, if you take banking perspective, all customer details, all employees details, all the products which they are having, everything considered as a data only. They should store every information for their product. For example, you are having net banking, how you are interacting with the without visiting, how you are interacting with the database. I mean, how you are getting the data, how much amount you are having, the everything you can transfer the amount. Because of when you enter the e-name and password, if you enter the wrong, that should be indicate that the username and password, how it is validating. When you enter your details, it is going to the database and it is checking whether your username and password is correct or not. If it is not correct, it has to be give enter your user incorrect username and password, please try again. Again you tried, again it is wrong. Two attempts. By the time again same error, invalid username and password. Two attempts completed, only one attempt left. There is the security violation. If they are wrongly enter their password three times, that account has to be locked for the 24 hours. How this approaches everything is checking. There is just some JDBC, ODBC connections. When you enter those details, I will show you practically in next sessions. It has to be go to the database and it has to validate how the data will store in a binary formats. Electronically, it will store the data in binary formats in database. Then it will be validate whether the entered username and password is correct or not. If it is correct, then you have to it will go to your next page, like OTP. Automatically one OTP generated, it will come to your mobile number and you have to enter. How the OTP is coming? They have set up some jobs within the database. Once it is right, the once it is right, it has to be generate one automated OTP that has to be delivered to your mobile. This is also having one programming. Like everything, like any industry, I will show you what and all industries are there. Like they have to store their employees details, customer details, product details, or address, everything that is considered as a data. So data can be in any form, such as text messages. You are getting messages your mobile, right? Text messages, images, videos, or documents, or single character itself a data. If you store only a, that is also considered as a data. Data can be any format, right, nowadays, like memes, text, videos, everything. Next to database. So a database is a collection of information that is organized. Organized means, see, we are organized this data to maintaining one field for employees number, to maintaining one field for employees name, to maintaining one field for job, like that. So that is one organized. So we are indicating to the database we have to store the data in this format only. We are store the data in this format, we should maintain in this format. So every data in database will stored in the form of tables only. Like that way they have organized when they have developed the database. So a database is a collection of information that is organized so that it can be easily accessed. So in flat files we are difficult, right? When you are talking about the access, like when you are searching about the one person, the lakhs of records. When you are searching about the one account holder details, if you are maintaining the flat files, if you are searching about the one order ID details, so that will be very difficult, right? So why database is introduced? To overcome those problems. So when you organize in the database, that can be easily accessed, you can access. So even you can manage and update. For example, the banking, if you are maintaining the database, the customer is came and they have to update their nominee details, or they have to update their phone number, or they have to update their address, or they have to update their last name. There are some set of guidelines, rules is there. They have to get one attached government ID proof so that we can change it. So if you are maintaining the flat files, you are having lakhs of records. How do you search that for the particular customer? It will take more than the 1 month or 2 months days. It will take to search particular customer. If you are maintaining the flat files, flat file is nothing but whatever I shown you, right? In Excel sheet, that is the flat file. In text file also flat file, CSV file also flat file. Those type of files is called flat files. So if you are maintaining the database, within fraction of minutes or seconds, you can easily identify the customer. Whatever they want, you can update it. So data is organized into rows and columns and tables. The everything is stored in the database in the form of in the form of table only. Table only. In the form of table. In the table, what is table? Set of rows and columns is a table. Set of rows and column is a table. If you assume that, if you go here, one second, let me show you. Hmm, this is called one table. This is called one table. These all are the rows. These all are the columns. These all are the rows. These all are the columns. So the data is storing. If you take this is one table. Name, employee ID, salary. These all are the columns. These all are the rows. Set of rows and columns is called as a table. We can discuss about the table tomorrow. We will show you, I will show you practically about the table. So how the data is storing in the database, guys? In the form of tables, rows and columns and tables. So it is indexed to make it easier to find relevant information. So there is a concept called index. If you want to retrieve the data very fast from the database, we can use that index concept to retrieve the data from the database very fastly. So that we can discuss in the index concept. So we can call it database is a container which is fill the data or information which is electronically stored in the computer system. So I can say one thing: if you are having in your home one DVD or CD, you can go and have a look once. That is called, if you see that backside the DVD or CD, it will be in circle mode till where, for example, the DVD or CD is capable to store 4 GB data, but you have loaded the data into the CD or DVD only 2 GB data, 2 GB data. Till the 2 GB data, whatever the data is stored, it will be more thickness of the blue color, remaining part, it will show some slight blue color lines with the light with the highlight of white color. That indicates till there we have stored the information, remaining this is the space. So that is called one container, we will call it, because we can store what is container. If you have any large blocks, I mean large things which needs to be transport somewhere, some one place to one place, or store some large things we have to store in some place, that is called container, right? So why we are calling as a container? We can store any large blocks of the data in the database, huge data based on the your database capability. So can in any form that can be stored in the database. So all companies use some sort of database to store their data. All companies use some sort of database to store the data. So what is the purpose of storing the data in database? Whenever you need in feature purpose, for feature purpose, we can able to easily access, we can be modify, we can be protected the data, we can be analyze. Easily access means whenever you need you can see. Modify means, as I said, if the customer is came to the branch, he has to update. Protected means the data should not accessible to the everyone. That is PII, right? Personal identification information. So that is the personal information of the public that should not accessible to everyone. Who is having the customers, I mean employees in the branch, they can able to access their data. How we have to put the restrictions that others should not accept it. For example, there is a Hyderabad one branch, there is a Bangalore one branch, Chennai one branch. My requirement is Chennai branch people should not access other branches customer details. Hyderabad employees, they should not access Bangalore or Chennai branch customer details. They should have access only their branch customer details. You should put some restrictions, right? We are having the we are maintaining the for customer details for one table only. We are storing in the database. So you need to restrict to the employees. They have to access only their branch. Your hometown one branch employee, one employee is there to who is taking care about the accounts. They should, that holder, the account holder visited to the branch, the only the employee of that branch has to be access their branch customer details only. They can modify their balance or everything. It is automated now. Previously they should access only read only access to the other branch customer details. So that should be protected, no? So due to in order to put some restrictions, we have triggers or constraints in our SQL PLSQL, we use that one. So we can usually put in our database, so we can analyze the data for the reporting purpose. For example, your business, if you are maintaining the database, how my business, some, like if you take, what to say, Reliance is there, right? Trends, inner wears, I mean, sorry, kids wears, men's wears, and ladies wear, right? So they wanted to check in every month or every year, every quarter, their business, in which segment, which segment their business is running well, in which segment their business is not running well. So they can't come into the check and database. So they are report. There are some reporting tools are there, Tableau, Power BI. So they will hire them. They will tell the requirement. Based on the database employee will give the result to the reporting employee. Then reporting employee will do that, so that they can easily analyze the data by using some reporting tools. What is their business is running well, where it is not running well. For example, kids wear is not running well, so they will focus on that, how they have to improve their business. Like that way they can easily analyze. Next, applications of in DBMSs. See, banking sector using database, airlines, universities, telecommunications, finance, sales, manufacturing, HR segment. Banking, they have to use customer information, account activities, payments, deposit, loans. Airlines, ticketing, reservations, schedule information, when the bus will start or when the airplane will start. Universities, they have to store the student information, course registration, college. Why they need to store? For example, you will lost your mark list. You will go so and so branch I have studied, so and so year I have studied. I need duplicate mark list again. So if they are not storing their student information, how they will identify that you are belongs to the that student and you have studied that branch? They can't make it, right? So for that purpose, and what and all courses, registrations, everything. Telecommunication. So if you go some CBI related, there are some cases high level. If you take Kingfisher or Neeraj Modi, who left a bank crypt, they have taken more loans, 50,000 or 1 lakh, 1 crore, 1 lakh crore rupees from the loans from the bank, and they have left from the India itself. For that people, they wanted to track their call records or everything. So for that the policies or CBA branch people, they will reach the telecommunication, Airtel or Geo. They wanted the customer details. If the telecommunication department, Airtel or Geo, if they are not maintaining call records or monthly bills, monthly maintaining balances, how they will provide? They can't provide, right? They can't able to provide. To that, they have to store this all the things. So finance sector, they have to store like stock related, sales related, and manufacturing related, HR management related. So all sectors, database is mandatory. They should maintain the data for the future purpose. Whenever they need, they can easily access, they can modify, they can analyze the data. So can I take another 10 minutes, guys, to complete this one? We have only,
Yeah, yes, Venky.
yeah. So RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. So whatever the data which is stored in the database, that will be interrelated to the each table. That I will tell you why. So a relational database management system is a program that allows to. So database, what is our expectation? Whatever the data we need to insert it. Whenever we required, we have to update it. Whenever we don't need, we have to delete it. These all manipulations we have to do it, right? So the every database management system, it will allow to the every user, they can easily create the data, they can easily update the data, they can administrate the relationship of data, whatever they need. So the most relational database management system use the SQL language to access the database. It is a widely used the language. It is very very important for every technology. Even if you go to the Java, you need this basics. Even if you go to the .NET, you need this basics. Even if you go to the reporting tool, Tableau or Power BI or something, you must and should SQL. Even if you
Hello.
go to the, sorry,
Yes, it's Abdullah. Do we have class today?
yes, yes,
I don't know.
yeah, Abdullah. Just wait for 8:20. We can start the class. Okay.
Okay, sir. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. We can if you are going the reporting developer, we need. If you are going the Python side, you need the basics. If you are going to the .NET or Java, you need it. If you are going to the database side, you need. So every technology that must and should SQL language, because without data it's nothing. They can't do it anything. So they should have some basic or clear cut understand on the database level, then only they can develop everything. So SQL is the mandatory language if you are going to the any technology. So there are multiple databases there in popular databases all over world. MS SQL, SQL Server, MS SQL, Oracle. These all are the relational database management system. So what is this? Why they have introduced this many? So now if you see previously only Phone Pay or Google Pay first is came. Now if you observe around 20-30 UPS applications are came. Phone Pay, Google Pay, HDFC Pay, ICICI Pay, the direct to NPCA Pay. For every application, they are making their own UPI, unified platform, this transaction, these things. So the same way, same database is having same functionality, same everything. Oracle is the Oracle Corporation company. MS SQL is the Microsoft company. SQL Server is the same. MySQL, that is the different companies. They have developed their own products, but every database is stored the same. So how the data stored in the database? In database, data store in multiple tables. So each table can have set of rules, set of columns and rows. So different table will be related to each other through the certain columns forming the relationship between these tables. Why we need to make the relationship between from one table to another table? You need the all information, customer product information, customer order ID information, everything. So, but in real time, we maintain the customer information one table, order for orders one table, customer products one table. But when you are retrieving the data, all details you required about the customer. So what you need to do? You need to get the data from the all tables. So if you are not having any relationship, you're not able to get the data from all tables. That's the reason we make the relationships between the tables. So data stored in multiple tables, it is in the form of rows and columns, and every table must have relations to the another table. So this is, let us assume that relational database management system. This is the customer table. If you observe customer ID, customer name, age. This is the customer ID. This is the age. This is the order table. This is the product table. If you observe here, see customer ID is having the order table relationship with the customer ID. Order ID is having relationship with the product table. This is the product table. This is the order ID table. This is the customer table. So do we have relationship here? One table to another table.
Yeah, yes.
Why we are having? Now my requirement is I need to know 1001 customer, how many orders, sorry, 1003 you can take, how many orders he has placed, and what is those order details. So do we have whole details in the customer table? Do we have order ID details, everything? Order ID, product ID? No. So order ID, product ID is having another tables. So if you take 1003, he is order two products. And what is this products? So you need to use the joins or subqueries to get the information for these two tables. That's the reason it's a related relational database management system. Relational database management system is each table can have one to one or one to many relationship. See order ID, if you say here one table, second table, third table. See one to third table is having one to one relationship. 2 to second to third table is having one to one relationship. But 3 to other tables, many to many relationships you can see. It is having relations to another table. It is having relations to another table. See 4, 5. So that means 3 is having many to many relationship. Many to many means it is having many relationship with the another table. 3 is having with relations to the with the tables. First table is having, second table is having, fourth table, fifth is having, fifth table is having. Third table is having relationship with the these many tables. That is called many to many relationship. But first table is having relationship with only third table. This is called one to one relationship. So in every relational database management system, all table must have interrelated to the each other. That is what I mean to say. That's the reason it's a not database. It's a relational database management system. Relational in the sense everything is having the relationship with the other tables. Clear, guys? Okay, only one straight last. MySQL. Is SQL is different across the all these RDBMSs. So this is a big question to the everyone. There are multiple, not only these four, many things are there. Google Cloud SQL scheme, Google BigQuery scheme, Google Cloud Spanner DB scheme. I am working on that right now. I got different project. I am working with the Google Cloud SQL. See now, if you learnt if you learn the SQL for the any product, MySQL or Oracle or PostgreSQL or MS SQL or DB2, that is same to the every RDBMS. 99% logic is the same, functionality is the same, everything is the same. Only with respect to syntax, it is the slight different product to the product. So MySQL is the one product, Oracle is the one database, MySQL is the one database, MS SQL is the one database. Only 1 or 2% is the chance for the difference between the syntaxes. Syntaxes is the rules that we can discuss in the further sessions. What is the syntaxes? So that easily you can identify what is the issue, because for every database there are some tools they are using in real time. When you write your code, if you are writing the syntax is wrong, clearly it will indicate wherever it is wrong, underline with the red color. Tool indicate the person, hey boss, you are writing this code wrong. How? By using some red color it will indicate. So if you put cursor there, it will automatically indicate what is the right. Else you can search in Google as well. 98-99% all RDBMS are the same functionality, same logic, everything. Only some syntaxes will be different. So if you learnt SQL, you can work in any product. As I said, MySQL Oracle is the Oracle Corporation company, Postgre is Postgre company, MS SQL is the Microsoft company, and DB2 is the IBM company. Google Cloud is the Google company. They have developed their own databases. Now in future I may develop my own database. So I will put my own name for that. But functionality, logic, everything is the same. Clear? That's all for today's session, guys. Tomorrow we will start the what is SQL, and practically we will see what is database or everything. So anyone is having any questions, I'm ready to take up now.
Venkat, recordings you are going to send daily
Yeah,
or
yeah. For these sessions, I will upload the recording sessions in the my YouTube channel. I will send you the YouTube channel link. The YouTube channel name is Venky Tech Solutions. So, guys, one thing I whoever is enrolled, like in farm, whoever is filled, they haven't filled. I mentioned it. I clearly mentioned WhatsApp number is the preferable, but it seems they haven't mentioned the WhatsApp number. So, my request is you can you can join that WhatsApp group so that you will get the daily challenges, and you will get the this is the WhatsApp group. After the class, once I upload the recorded video, I will share the link via Gmail as well as this group. This is my WhatsApp group. So I will create after the enrollment another group. This is for the whole wider audience group. So I will post my daily questions, daily challenges for interaction purpose. If you have any doubts, that is the WhatsApp group. You can join that group, and I will share my post this. I will upload all free sessions in YouTube. I will send the recorded session after the enrollment. The after the remaining sessions, I will upload in the Google Drive. Whoever is enrolled, to them only I will give access to that. Free sessions only will be uploaded in the YouTube. I will share the link in this WhatsApp group. You can join that WhatsApp group. Any
what
other
will be the
questions?
fees, sir?
That see, people now my I already told many people, but why I'm not disclosing now? People are not thinking about the subject. Maybe some people, many people are thinking about the money. In outside they will tell we are getting 10,000. In outside they will give only 1 month. I will give more than 2 months to 15 days it will take. I'm not like the person is taking the class like constraints is 30 minutes, one topic. It's not going to happen. I used to take 4 to 5 hours for the constraints. I used to take 4 to 5 hours for the subqueries. I used to take 3 to 4 hours for the joins. Based on that much depth we will discuss, that much scenarios we will discuss. So we are not like outside of giving only for 1 month taking 10,000. So that's the reason I am not disclosing. First free sessions you can happily join. So at the last free session I will tell you, this is my curriculum, guys. If you observe, first introduction to DBMS and RDBMS, it is completed. So we will see from the sequel from tomorrow. See what is predefined, what is arithmetic operators, what is special operators, what is the operator precedence, what is the functions, character, number, date, conversion, aggregate functions, group functions. Next to group by class, order by class, having class, integrity constraints. These all are the concepts. Again, joins. These all are the concepts. Inner join, left outer join, right outer join, like full join, natural join, subqueries, single row subqueries, multi row, exist, all operators. Next to set operators. Next to views, set operators, union all, minus views, inline view, complex view, simple view, sequences, synonyms, DDL, TCL like commit, rollback, save point. working with the indexes, cluster index, pseudo columns. These all are the advanced concepts. Level, row ID, row num, OLEP features. Next, data partitions. It is very, very important in every interview. They will ask what is the list join, what is the list partition, list hash joins, those things. Logs, SQL loader, and there is with the class, there is analytical functions, there are yeah, CTE table, both are same only. So these all things will be covered whole the session. This is the only SQL one. PLSQL one, after the enrollment, I will send this all curriculum to everyone, and we will I will send the software to install their mission, and I will guide you to them like how to install everything. So you will get one more WhatsApp group, which is the particular for the communication for the that group only. Any doubts?
Well, like it will be the 1 hour class or 1.5 hour class every day.
No, it's a
So,
1 hour class only. Today, like I explained in flat file related, I have taken more time. And initially, we haven't started the on call on time, no. So that's the reason.
sure. 7 to 8.
Yes, yes. No, that's I wanted to know. I will ping you in group also. Tell me, guys, what is your comfortable time?
8 to 9
7 to
hours.
8 is fine for like 9:30 or 10 we have to log.
So
7 to
Yeah,
7 to 8 or
7
8
to
to
8 it
9?
is comfortable. 8 to 9.
You have to adjust yourself, guys, if you want to learn something.
7 to 8. 8 to 9.
So I will say I will make you everyone to answer in that chat. You can tell your preferences 8 to 9 or 7 to 9, so that we will see most of the like people consideration we will made it 8 to 9 or 7 to 9, based on the majority people we will see. But make sure that I am telling you that please adjust yourself, and you can try to learn the technology.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. If you miss the class, guys, no worries. You will get the recorded sessions. You can contact me after like end of the day. You can watch that recorded session. You can ask me your doubts. That is also possible. Ping in chat, guys. What is your preference? 8 or 9, 7 to 8. Please ping in Google chat.
Yeah, it will be only from Monday to Friday, right?
Yeah, that's based on people request. We can take one day on the weekend. If they are not after the enrollment, the people are not interested to join on Saturday, Sunday, then we will leave. We don't take any session. If they are willing to ready, if they are ready to take the session on weekend, then we can take the session after the enrollment of people decision. I'm ready to take any time. That's up to you once you enroll. If you have still doubts, guys, you can call me on my mobile.
Hello, sir. Are you providing performance tuning also, sir?
Yes, yes, yes. So there is a explained plan in index, and there is a some count related something, and there is some subqueries, or there is a some exist functions. These things also will be discussed. Performance tuning is a huge concept. So whatever we need to be covered as respective to the developer, we will provide. But that is like one more subject. If you want to end with the performance tuning.
Are you not providing, sir, performance tuning?
We are providing which is required. If you want to learn end to end, then you have to learn separate subject for that. It is kind of one more subject again, but we provide whatever it is required for you,
Okay,
parallel,
then what about,
autoparallel.
sir? Sir,
Sorry,
Unix commands, sir. Why is it needs Unix commands,
you can
shell
contact
scripting?
me, Channa, right?
Yeah.
Channa, you can contact me on mobile.
Okay.
Any doubts? Still, if you have any doubts, you can contact me. Please ping here, guys. What is your preference, 7 to 8 or 8 to 9?
Bro, for only PLSQL, what is the price, man?
That you can contact me, please. PL I can start
Okay.
in this month end, but I am sure that we can discuss. You can ping me. You can call me on my mobile.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have still any doubts, I'm pinging my mobile number. Please contact me. 799 700 4345 is the contact number. హలో చెప్పండి బ్రదర్ చెప్పండి ఇప్పుడు కొద్దిగా నేను సెషన్లో ఉండా నేను ఒకసారి కాల్ చేస్తాను నీకు నేను కాల్ చేస్తాను బ్రదర్ నేను సెషన్లో ఉండా ప్లీజ్ ఏమనుకోకండి ఎనీ డౌట్స్ గైస్
Gani, Gani.
సో ఆల్ ఫస్ట్ 5 days సెషన్స్ ఆర్ ఫ్రీ గైస్ యూ కెన్ జాయిన్ ఓకే Okay, if no question, then we are good to go close the call. The recorded session will be shared with you in our group, our WhatsApp group, and even I will share with the mail also. I will share via mail also. Clear? Any doubts? If no doubts, I am good to close the call. Please
Okay.
confirm.
Okay. Thank you, sir.